And good morning, this is Jack B. Flippin with Mission Little Gaming. And today we're going to talk about StarMade news. December 27th, StarMade version 0.201.37. LOD blocks, rule system, balance, and fixes. Alright, so, hello players. A new update is out. This will be the last major update before going into the total heavy code-based changes of the universe update. This will include updating Java, and a lot of other things to their latest stable major releases. So a lot of refactoring has to be done. Refactoring. During this period until the universe update, there will be still some updates of the current versions along the way, but they will be mostly minor features, fixes, and balance changes, as we will fully focus on the universe update from here. The rule system, as said in the latest dev build, chasing a balance that would satisfy all types of players, it is nearly impossible, so the vanilla game is going to focus on the game as I envision it, while at the same time creating features so players can play the game they want to do. Not only does this save a lot of time in development in the long run, it also removes a lot of issues with balance, since in the end it's subjective to the type of player. The rule system is essentially the beginning of an in-game modding system. It is built in a very general from the ground up, and will be able to support many type of conditions/actions imaginable in the game. It comes with a full GUI in the main menu and in-game, which is capable of uploading and applying changes automatically while in the game. You can also import and export any amount of rules. This enables server admins to quickly set up a certain type of server without having to do all the configuration themselves. They can download and import anything they need. This update focuses on getting the rule system up and running. It will also focus on making rules as performant as possible, which means that the rule is only checked if any parameter of a condition for the target object changes. There's a fair number of conditions and actions already present, but there are a lot more to be added along the way. Does this mean we can have vending machines for ships finally? That would be nice. Eventually the rule system will possibly also be used to create quests and other gameplay elements, so it can already be considered a very small part of the universe update in a way. That would be cool, because what I've been looking at doing, that would make it so much easier to set up a quest for it. Tracking and marking. With rules, there is now also a way for admins to track ships. Conditions can be used in place of trackers on ships. Admins can also mark ships. This is mainly for admins to manually check ships that trigger their conditions. Along the lines that we have player get block amount, entity set check flag, entity is check flag, entity track. We have new 3D assets. Saber and Kubo finished some of the most beautiful looking 3D assets. There have been some slight tweaks to existing models, unwraps and other textures, and many new additions, new models, including, from left to right, the Great Wedge. Previous Great Wedge has been renamed to the Great Slope. Metal corner and metal bars, beacon and colored light corners and light bars, light rods, paint cans, resource capsules, small button and small activator, red and orange green consoles in inner and outer corners. We also have improved block editors to make it easier to import new 3D assets. That's badass. Additionally, the new 3D assets now have different states when they are activated. We will expand on that eventually to full animations on blocks for actions, or just them being in idle state. This means you will be able to place animated modules on your ship. Paint cans and resource capsules have had their default orientation changed 90 degrees, so they can place vertically like a pipe model. These will need to be changed on older builds. 3D collision meshes. 3D assets now have full detail collision detection for astronauts, as well as small enough projectile and beams. This means you can now even shoot between the bars of grates. Balancing. Two major balance changes are stabilization beams between reactor and stabilization has been removed. Integrity has been removed. However, both of these functions can be restored. We're currently working with community members to bring game into balance. The first step of doing so would be to fix some essential bugs as well as provide more config capabilities and mechanics. Here are a few major and minor changes that have been changed already. removed integrity, removed reactor stabilization beam, increased cannon speed from 25 to 40%, or 40x, increased armor bonus from 0.1 to 0.5, halved vertical cursor recoil, finally, because freaking salvo is out of control, damage beam reduction based on armor value of the block hit, 20% of armor value, what was it, 0.20? No, yeah, just 20% of armor value of block reduced per tick. 2.5% flat camo damage reduced if armor is penetrated. And some config options and additional damage reduction based on stuff that's currently unused. There will likely be a lot more once the balance proposals are worked through. I have a disclaimer, though, that I can't promise everything proposed will make it in. And now, excuse me, we move on to the full changelog. Whew. And you wanted to watch the 2-hour video. Alright, rule system. Full rule system with condition and actions to affect entities, cascading condition groups, global rule assignment, individual rule assignment, full config and export-import, export and import of individual rule sets, full GUI and tools main menu, full GUI in-game with live sync feature, new game in file browser, added basic conditions, added basic actions, tracking feature, fixed advanced build mode ray trace bug, fixed physics bug where cannon shots would sometimes skip a chunk and do damage to the inside. 3D assets can now use any existing shape to be represented. 3D assets can now be any arbitrary mesh as physics mesh will be represented. Let's see, improved pipeline for mesh import. 3D assets can now have activated meshes. Turrets will no longer be able to shoot through other docked entities. Improve fleet formation by refreshing ship sizes more frequently and taking ship size more into account for spacing between ships. Yes! Finally! Haha! Fixed fleet not slowing down after move order. Yay! Added delay between weapon switches of AI from cannon computer to another cannon computer, etc. Added AI weapon switch delay. Added shield hotspot recharge mode to set and rely on recharge instead of capacity. Added exposed formula switching for power reactor. Player get block amount fixed target inventory. Some entity check flags, all commands with IUD. Dock pull push permission now saved in blueprint. Here's an interesting one. Server.config option to allow factories on ships. Allow factory on ships. That's going to be a game changer right there, folks. Get ready for your salvage beams. I'm wondering if that means ore refineries can also be on ships. I understand factories. Now you can build fighters on your ships. And with the ability to place blueprints straight to docks means you can refill your carriers. Big awesome there. However, will ore refineries will be on ships or only on stations? Let's see here. Beacon light now is a flag to the block config. Logic block is now a flag. Updated loading screen tips to reflect game changes. Refractoring work. Increased missile tick rate to be more precise. Good. Added an adapted server config missile prediction value to prevent missiles from going after a target's previous position. Fixed race gates. Fixed draw beams. Self-cleaning, waiting for entities to dock message. Can now load blueprints directly onto docks. See, that one? Yep. Option to remove needed to build shipyard structure. Server config option to remove need to build shipyard structure. Shipyard ignore structure. What? Does that mean you can build a shipyard on your ship? Huh. Maybe. We need to test this. Reduced roll speed to balance between rotational axes. Orange and blue light block color adjusted to differentiate from yellow and teal. AI ships now auto-charge stealth drive. And some more balance things. Removed integrity, removed reactor stabilization beam, balance increased cannon from 25x to 40, balance increased armor bonus from 0.1 to 0.5, halved vertical sensor recoil, or cursor recoil, damage beam reduction based on armor value block, 20% of armor of block reduced per tick, 2.5% flat cannon charge, or damage reduced if penetrated. Ugh. Okay. Config option to add additional damage reduction based on armor thickness. If you find any issue with this, please let us know in our Discord, and we will get right on to the hotfixing. And this is true, guys. If you get on their Discord, and you tell them in the update problems area, they're on it quick. I've been reading, I've been on there. It's awesome. These guys are on it. And they wish you an awesome holiday and a happy new year. Thank you for playing StarMade, everybody. The Shine team. Whew. I need a drink. I'm going to talk to you guys later. You have fun. Fly reckless.